Hello everyone, I'm Tony Hua, a certified marketer and home-based business consultant. If you want to learn how to effectively put 10, 20, 30, or even 50 people a week into your home-based business, then you need to watch this video. There are a lot of people out there claiming to be gurus, especially on the internet, but I'll be showing you the real deal here. I have a lot of information on growing a business so far, but because there are a lot of wannabes out there, I had to make this video. This is about Gino Nicoli and Terry Duff, and they're my personal mentors who have changed my life forever. This report you see here is actually one of theirs, which is called How to Interview a Guru. They've grown huge organizations, but can one really prove that? Well, let's not waste time and get into the meat of things. So here's one of the businesses they were actually in, and that's called Manatac. It's right here. If you see, they've only been in business for 10 months and got about 1,251 reps within 10 months. Okay, they didn't do these like 50, 40, 60-hour weeks. Since they have a lot of other commitments and they're doing this part-time, they only spend about 5 to 7 hours a week on this business. Okay, so this is just a page to kind of show that. If you go down some more, you'll see the picture of actually Terry Duff and Gino Nicoli, and this is the former CEO of Manatac. Okay. If you could go down here, this is what we call a log sheet. Okay, it's a weekly log sheet, and this is how we track, or this is how they teach us to track our numbers. Okay, notice there's nothing fancy, so you don't have to be computer savvy to do this business. The greens are basically the sales. And each one of these rows are invites to a presentation. Now, a lot of people show fancy cars and homes, okay, but can you really prove that these expensive things are really theirs? So here's the picture of Terry Duff at a track with his 2004 Lamborghini Gallardo. If you go down a little more, you see a Corvette. Okay, that's just one of their toys they just bought. Nothing special. And here is actually Terry Duff on the tracks with his Lamborghini. And you don't really see here, but the ST on front is Gino Nicoli's car. Well, I don't really have a picture of him with the car, like, together, but that doesn't matter because this new car, 2007 Aston Martin, is Gino Nicoli's latest toy. You see here, that's Gino Nicoli on the day of purchase. Okay, he's sitting in his car, and just to show that he's not just going into a dealer, Aston Martin dealer, and sat in the car and took a picture. Well, here is actually the plate with his name. Okay, it says that's the Aston Martin logo, V8 Vantage, and it's hand built in England for Gino Nicoli. Okay, so these guys are for real. The next thing you need to find out if these so-called gurus actually train anybody. In any business, I don't care what home-based business you're in, MLM, network marketing business, there's always somebody making a ton of money, but can they really teach their downlines to do the same thing that they're doing or to be successful? Do they have proof that they actually trained anybody? So here's a picture of one of the annual workshops they actually did. That's Terry Duff right here in the front, and that is Gino Nicoli. Okay, this is just one of their workshops where they actually they train other entrepreneurs just like yourself how to grow their business live. Down here is just they're doing a toast, one of the private workshops. Here's just another picture. That's Gino and Terry, very small on the front, right in the front there. If you go down some more, there's just some more proofs of their domains. Okay, nothing really special. For those of you who don't know what domains are, they're just basically websites that they purchased. It says 771 of them. Okay, so you know that they know what they're doing on the internet. Nothing really special. Go down some more. That's just the BBB here. That's just some other stuff. Not too exciting, but the income here. Here's the part you're probably waiting for. It would really be overkill if they showed all the money they've generated, but so we don't want to bore you to death, right? Just to brag about what they've done. But here are just some of the 2 to 3 days of work that that they've done. So you see September 15 to 17 here. Okay, so what was it? The transaction was 11.99, 15.95, 8.99, 14.99, 8.99, 14.99, 8.99, 8.99. And notice that this is all 1 day's of transaction, 1 day's worth of revenue. Okay, which is pretty amazing. And September 16, I don't want to read through all of that, but you can pause it and take a look here if you want to. Go down some more. Here's just another example. August 5th, August 6th. Okay, August 5th, as you can see, 11.99. Can't see that number there. Probably 800, 900. 29.95. 19.95, 29.95, 29.95. And notice that this is all 1 day's worth of revenue. And that's only, that's 1 day. Now here's another screenshot. February 26th to February 27th. Of course, you can pause it. You can take a look at it. Okay, and they're withdrawing 35,000 just that day. Okay, just put into their bank account. Go down some more. This is actually pretty impressive here. February 18. Okay, all of these are February 18 except the two on the top. And check that out. $4.99, $8.99, $8.99. Okay, keep going. $14.95, 14 or 99, whichever. $14.99, $14.99, $8.99. 1 day's worth of revenue. So now, as you can see, that is, can they validate their income? That's one of the questions you have to ask those so-called gurus that you see out there. But that's just some of the stuff that they've done. I'm kind of give you some more proof. I just had to do this video. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to learn how to do exactly what Gino and Terry have done so far, then you need to watch this video. The next video is actually about Terry coming down to Orlando, Florida to interview me personally, where I will share some golden nuggets with you. So don't wait any longer. Click on the link directly to the right of this video to watch the entire interview. I look forward to meeting you on the other side.